Today we're going to ride, we're going through Santa Marta on a different route, and we're going to make our way to past the airport and out to, I think it's called Coral Beach, and hopefully get a pina colada. This is just making our way through the village of Santa Marta. So our experiment to take an alternate country route off the highway, it's proving a little rough. Not sure how well this is going to go, but we'll see. We actually passed a recycling depot going through Santa Marta, where it was full of mostly glass bottles, I think, but this is more or less what rural Cuban waste management looks like. We just passed a little tracked trailer being pulled by a horse, and they just drive out right out here and dump their garbage on the side of the road. Periodically, when there's the right mix of garbage, I guess they light fire to it. But yeah, it's kind of gross. So after the 1 or 2 kilometers of gravel road, and then the ½ kilometer of landfill along the side of the road, we've come out to this. The road turns into just a beautifully smooth road, and this is parallel to the highway, so saves you getting passed by cars doing 100 kilometers an hour, which is the speed limit on the highway. But yeah, this is cool. There's some cattle grazing. Rolling hills. After seeing a lot of random waste management, there's a semi-organized landfill site, and of course someone picking out the scrap metal and things from it. Another nice stretch of road. Oh, so we've always known there's a way to go from a town called Pina across to the airport road, and this actually shows up on Maps.me as a road, so it must continue in some manner. We had to open this stick and barbed wire gate to get through, but the adventure continues. So after the barbed wire gate, there's about 7 kilometers of this until we get to the asphalt road that goes from that heads out of the airport. It's a little sketchy here. So this is really just an access maintenance road for the power lines. Thank you, Maps.me. So after about 7 bumpy kilometers of that electrical line service road of bumpy gravel, come out to a short patch of asphalt. Here we are, the airport road. Just riding down the airport road. About 2 kilometers from getting to the highway, you get to the Cueva Saturn caves. As usual, we're not going to go in because we're not so into the touristy stuff, but this is where it's at. Looks like a good place to stop and have a snack at least. We cross the highway and go through this little town here, and then we ride on this road which runs, and you can tell it's the ocean right there, and this road just runs parallel to the highway, but it's almost deserted for traffic, and it's just beautiful. Really smooth road. Always get a wind here off the ocean. Right now it's kind of a crosswind, but pine trees there by the ocean. It's not a sandy beach here, it's rocky limestone, but it still smells nice. And then soon we'll be at the scuba and snorkeling center. Hopefully it's open and we can get a pina colada. That's our planned reward. It'll be about 35 kilometers from our hotel to the dive center. So this is part of the Jeep Safari tour route, obviously, and unfortunately for us, the Jeep Safari tours are here. So sometimes this place is quiet, but today it is packed full of turistas. So yeah, nice spot for snorkeling, but we're just here for a drink today. I know where the bar is. There's the beach. You can snorkel right off the beach. Okay, so I see all the ingredients for a pina colada. I'll move it.
You guys something to drink?
Yeah, for sure. Pina colada.
I have matanza.
Okay, yes. These are for
Cocodrilo, matanza.
for an equipe juvenalis. All right, so 35 kilometers of riding in, including that extremely bumpy gravel path underneath the electrical power corridor, and we got our treat, our pina colada.
I think there's brown sugar.
That's very good. $5 Canadian, 500 pesos.
It's our first pina colada this year.
Yeah,
So it's the best one we've had.
there's been a pina colada shortage in Cuba. Finish having our drink and then wander around, take some pictures of the beach. There's Kitty's underneath our table. We didn't see it arrive there, but there she is. Let's begin at the beach here. So this is where you can go snorkeling right off the shore. Today the entry point is a little bit rough. I'm not sure how much I want to climb into the ocean there, but that's all coral reef there just off the shoreline. And you can do scuba diving here too. Yeah, make our way back to where we got our pina colada. Pretty typical limestone shoreline for the Caribbean. It's the souvenirs. Typical souvenirs. Over there's the dive shop. Rent equipment here. Do a tour. And then our favorites part, the bar. We got a refill in our coconuts with coconut milk or coconut water.
Hopefully that's not a mistake.
I think it's a good mistake if it's a mistake. Beth thinks that this dog has puppies inside.
She definitely does. It's like a goat, she's so pot-bellied.
No. It's not only the tourists that like to eat lobster, this dog does too. Is that a good meal? Not gonna leave anything left behind on that. This is Boca de Camarioca. It's maybe the prettiest town around here. I think that one day we'll stay in a casa along here. There's a few restaurants in town. The beach isn't sand here, it's the rock, but there's one or two little bays where you can swim on a white sand beach. See if we can't stop at one. Bicycles are more of a means of transportation in Cuba than a means of recreation for most people. Not feeling any adverse effects from the pina colada?
Not yet.
Oh, here's one of the little bays where you can swim. Refrescos. Very small beach. barber shop and a pharmacy. It's quite a shortage of pharmaceuticals in Cuba right now.
He's got a little tiny puppy in there.
I kind of like to get a Coke at one of the stands up ahead. Do you want to do that?
Not for me.
Okay, maybe I'll get one. It's just up ahead. I decided not to get anything to drink, but here on, I guess this is the west side of the river. There's lots of little cantinas, so they get a fair number of tourists, and a fair number of Cubans come here to have a beach day. Lots of stands with an awful lot of bottles of rum everywhere you go. Hola, Santa Boca, restaurante. Yeah, I think we could stay here 1 year. Now we are to the highway, and now we just got to make our way back to Varadero. The toll booth. The official entry point to Varadero Peninsula. Cars have to pay a toll here, but not bicycles. Pay a toll. So that ride turned out to be 55 kilometers almost exactly. Went out through Santa Marta, took a dirt road for a while, then a bit of pavement, then a good long slog down the electrical corridor on a dirt road, and had a nice time at the beach with our pina colada, which unfortunately I gotta admit wasn't as good as last year, but I'll take it. And now, quite honestly, I'm tired. That was a good hard ride, and pretty warm weather, probably around 30 degrees today, but rather be here than in the winter in Canada.